Alright, this is Town Dog. I'm back. I'm fixing to try to do a little hop from here to. This won't be a Tennessee hop. It's going to be a little longer than that. I may have to do it in two stations due to my time availability. At this time, I got things I got to do. I'm fixing to crank up my little system here, and we're going to ease off down that way. It's several miles. It'll take quite a little while down to St. Joe, Louisiana to Lake Burn, and I'll be adding a shot of Lake Burn into this video. This is Town Dog. This is a shot of Lake Burn down in Louisiana, St. Joe. I have a friend that lives down in St. Joe. We was in the service together. I just thought I might try to fly down there sometime today. If I can, I'll cut this shot into it. There's the St. Joe right there. This is in between the lake. It's the land between the lake down there, and there's the Lake Burn right there. There's only one road in, one road out. The airport I'm talking about going to now. So let's see what we can do about getting this thing out of here. I'm gonna get into my little system here. I'm in a Cessna 152 that I've showed off before, but I like the little plane, so I'm gonna try to fly it down to Lake Burn today. We're gonna get into the 3D first. There's the 3D cockpit. Now, we don't start from the 3D due to not knowing exactly what it's going to do when we go to crank it. But we're going to try to start it up here this minute. First thing I do is get a little power. Well, we can get it started and get power on and open doors. Doors open automatically. We got to get them open. So let me get into the 2D cockpit now. Let's see if we can get this thing started up. We're going to start by pushing this forward and turn some power on. I'm going to turn a little avionics on. The rest of it can be off for now. Park brake is locked, and primer, and let's see what it does. Oh yeah, took 2 tries, but she started. I thought Mitchell was going to start. Alright, let's turn some more lights and stuff on. Avionics is on. It's on. I don't have I got a radio stack right here on the panel, so we'll take this right here and I'll open the door. Take a few minutes, it'll open right up, there we go, and then we'll go pull this thing out front. And we'll do a walk around and outside. And let's turn back around, we'll see the door when we close it. Hopefully I'm out far enough. Nothing extra, but yeah, I'm out far enough. I'm just going to get outside the plane now. There we go. Well, let's go back inside the closed door, then we'll do that. Let's set the park brake. And then we'll close the garage doors. Or hangar doors. There we go right there. They'll close just a few seconds or minutes. There they go. They close them too. Right there. Now, we're ready to go fuel up now here a little bit. I'm sitting here with, let's see how much fuel we got. Right there, we got we only got 2 gallons in the tanks. Maybe we ought to get a little fuel before we leave here today. So let's see if we can go over and get a little fuel. Can we turn around without running over the building? Maybe we can. Oh, I believe so. Let's go over to this pump to get us a tank of fuel. Sitting on 2 gallons. See if we can get a tank. We should get it actually before we get there, but not right here at this pump. There we go, 23 gallon now. Well, we're going to do a push back from here, so we can get this thing back out of here. And our little walk around we was talking about, while it's rolling back, would be a good time to do it. Now, when you wrote the land here, the land elevation was a little different from the when you set the parking lot in. The parking lot is not solid, but it showed me marred up in the concrete a little bit there. That's just because of the elevation of his airport and the elevation of the actual hard surface there come up out of it then. There's a little difference in elevation and it don't show up on the wheels right, but for this pretty of a airport, I'm not worried about a little bit of that. Out here on this pavement, once you get to the runway, everything is just fine. Let's make it out to the runway and get ready to get this thing headed down toward Louisiana. Now I'll be flying VOR into Memphis and then into Jackson, Mississippi, and just before we get to Jackson, I'll put an out radio over to that Lake Bruin, or in St. Joe. We'll make it over, try to get landed. Try to make it in this setting, but if not, I'll park it on the airport somewhere between here and there, and come back to it, fix the video, and add it onto it, take off, and finish the flight. You know, 2 flights, but all in one. I'll put it all together and get through. We're gonna try to get it in one, but my time is really limited today. I'm not sure that I can handle that. We turn right on the runway. I don't have to go to the end. This is all on. I don't need no more than that for sure. A lot less than that, really. All right, now we're gonna get inside the virtual cockpit right there, and it looks like it needs a little adjustment. Let's see what we got there. I'm gonna click right there. It's good. I don't have an autopilot in here to set up, so let's get one over here. Now we'll be going from here. I'm gonna put it right there for now. Let's climb out to about 3,500 feet. Going that way, be plenty high for this. Higher we climb, better we'll be though. Let's try 4,500. Won't see as much scenery, but we'll still hold and see most of it. And we'll set this airspeed at about 100. This thing won't do 100, 110. Let's say 110. I don't know if it did or not. We'll watch it and see. I forget from time to time what these things will do. 110 is what I want that set on though, and I want this here set on a southerly direction, about 180. Actually, it wouldn't hurt, but it was 190 probably. I ain't worried about it. I don't know what to set it on. Actually, from here to Memphis, probably about 190. 190 wouldn't be bad. We'll try it. Be my guess now. It's just a total guess. I'm not real sure. I'm gonna set this runway heading here going out till we get in the air. Right there, the heading we're setting on now. And I believe we're ready to go. I want 2 levels of flaps. But I want to take off. I usually use full flap myself. That panel of float. Autopilot's stationary on the panel, so it won't be on the window, so it don't float. So that's reason it's wiggling around. We ain't gonna worry about that right now. We're in the air. Flaps down on, get a good, just a slight climb. Come on, give me a little climb. Come on, give me a little climb. Right there is good enough. I'm gonna turn this on. We're going to turn this on and the airspeed on. Let the throttle take over. Since we're running about as fast as it runs, the throttle's going to sit there wide open, so it's alright too. Let's come around here now to turn west first. We'll come all the way around later. I'm going to put a little more right here. It'll stand it and make sure the flaps are all the way up. They are. And we're going to get into the 2D cockpit right here. We have a radio stack. We're going to set this right here on Memphis, which would be 1750 11750 Memphis VOR, and we'll bring it up 750 Memphis VOR. Bring it up. Now this right here. Where we at now? We're going to come on around. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this long in this cockpit. We're going to come on around now to south 180, 190. somewhere around there. That's too much. Right there at 190. We'll try that. This here said on 190. It's 190. This right here says look us down a little more that direction, but we're not hurting. We're alright right there. We'll probably fly straight into Memphis here in a minute. In fact, I could do a two-stepper in there. Let's go right here. Let's go right here and go with 326. This should come on. There it is. Let's go into Covington first, then Memphis. Fly with the Covington Airport going out. What I'm doing now is moving the heading bug till the gold needle comes to the top. Right there should be about it. Yeah, got a little bit too much. Back one to the west, there we go right there. Now we're going to fly over the Covington Airport. Now I may have a little too much climb on the way it's sounding. Let's put this back down. Let's go to the Covington Airport. I'm way to be sure. Let's keep that right there in view. Now we're leaving Ripley, Tennessee. And there's my fictitious Ripley Airport and the Google layout that Mr. Vince built for me. I've also got my little home in it. Whether you see it here or not. It's a little patch of ground. I don't see it. Should be another patch like this, a little small one out there. And I don't. Whoops! I went all the way around that way. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back around here. Wasn't quite ready to do that. Got the wrong button. I'm trying to see if I can spot that piece of ground. I don't see it. It's out there though, or I do believe it is. I have to verify that here one of these days soon. It could be over this way a little more. Don't believe so though. Actually, that road right. This is 19. Cleveland goes out real long in here. If you follow it, it'll carry you all the way to it. This is 19. Here goes Ashport Bottom, and Cleveland carries you right out to my little community I live in, named Edith. And I don't see it there. It's right along in here somewhere. It's all right. We don't have to see it. I'm not headed that way now. We're headed to St. Joe, Louisiana. Let's climb out to the altitude we was talking about. That's right here. I'll tell us when we get there. Lower that back down one more. Sounds like the plane is straining a little bit, trying to get up over the full tank of fuel. Well, I got the fuel tank set up on this thing and hold more fuel than it's allowed to carry. It's a little bit more. When you take off a full tank, you're actually a little bit overloaded. It takes a while to burn it off and get back down within legal limits. Most of my planes are set up that way for long range traveling. I should have enough fuel to get out of there. Ain't a problem. It's just a matter of, will my time hold out that I've got to sit here and watch this thing. If not, I'll land this thing down somewhere in Mississippi and finish it up later. It's a pretty good little job finding that airport, even though it's all on my old book, and I can find it. Let's see if I can get my book up right quick on the other monitor. Yep, it's up now. Let's Tennessee, Louisiana. Should have all the information on the Louisiana page, even though it's Mississippi information. Well, here we go. Louisiana. Going to St. Joe, Louisiana. This information needs a little work done to it, but it'll be alright right there. Got two different ones. VOR 12/1/16. I'm going to use a VOR 1260. I got two different ones down there I could use for different directions. Doing a cross reference, but we don't even have to do that. We're just going to use 1260, which is that down there. When we get down that way, we'll use it. Make this page here smaller. Get my sound back on quick as I can get this page out of the way. That'll do right there. The sound back on. As long as that second screen's active, the sound on the desktop goes away. headed to St. Joe, Louisiana, but we're going to fly through the Covington Airport first, which this Golden Eagle has no mileage on it. We'll go another degree. That's it right there in front of us, right there. Come up on the Covington Airport right now. And I've already got Memphis on, I think, too. Back inside the cockpit where I can look at this. Yeah, Memphis is on both of them, so the green arrow is Memphis. We're going to go to Covington and turn into Memphis from there. Go straight into Memphis Airport. I need this right here and this right here. And there's the Covington Airport right there. We'll watch it as we go by. This needle right here will turn around, tell us we're passing it, and we'll know we're over the top of the one we're looking for at this point. So we're going to use the Covington Airport as a reference. Like out of Covington, it's going to be, now it's going to be about 180, 190, 110 look like out of Covington. Give or take just a little. Put us into Memphis. Get to Memphis, we'll head to Jackson, Mississippi. Straight south of Memphis be good enough for the takeoff. Let's get this thing down there and check out that Lake Burn and see what it is. Okay, over there, we'll get down to Ripley, over 41 miles out of Memphis at this point, coming across Covington Airport. The airport marker starting to move as we cross over. That tells you when you cross your point, the arrow will go from front to back. And at that point, you just crossed your ADF antenna. We're up to 4,500 feet, good altitude for this little trip, and we're running. Well, not running quite 110, so I don't know how fast it's actually flying. I can look and see. Let's see what we're coming up with. We're on 104. What I need to do, since I'm running, it's not getting all the speed, I need to slow back down just a little. I'll go down to 100. That'll give us within the range of what it will actually do. And let's get us back down. We won't be stressing trying to get there. Really ought to slow down at 90. But I would like to get this trip done sometime today. We are, like I said now, 39 miles out of Memphis. Covington VOR is behind us now, so we're going to come around, bring that green arrow to the top. That'll be, like I said, 110 won't quite be up. Whoa, make it 210. I was wrong about that. Just in talking, I was starting 80 instead of 180 in my mind. There we go. There's 210. Let's see what that does. It's going to be really close. Close enough. Close enough. When I said 110, I should have said 2. Like I said, I counted 80 instead of 180 in my mind. As soon as it crossed that 2, I knew I'd done dropped 100 on me. Headed down to Memphis, Tennessee. We got 37 miles to Memphis, and it's another 200 or so, a little more down to Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson won't come on till we get just outside of Memphis, I don't think. A little ways out, but higher we are, quicker to come on. But this altitude is probably a little 50 miles so south before it comes on probably. But we'll check it out when we get there. Right now we're looking for Memphis, Tennessee. So we'll know we're on the right track. Covington is behind us, and let's see. Covington Airport, so that's the city of Covington right there. And that big street going out this way or yonder way. That knows there's 51 highway right there, then right there, headed into Memphis. Because the other than this probably 54 going out the other way. 54, 59, I forget which one it is. My coffee cup's empty, about half a cup in a minute. Breakfast is gone. Cold water about gone, been drinking. Like I said, I can wait till the mail runs here in a few minutes. After the mail runs, I gotta go to town, take care of some business. I may have to, like I say, park this thing somewhere out there in the edge of Mississippi. I could take it over to Collierville and set it down till tomorrow. I've got this on my little book too, but it's almost straight east of Memphis, a little east southeast, just a little airport, Collierville. Pretty good place to park it before it's gone, probably. That may be what I have to do. But I'm gonna cut it back into the one flight. It won't be two. Home. I love the roll to it, just speed in. Now, we could turn this right here. There you go, and that'll give you the exact heading into the airport. But now you can't read that there, but you can read this right here. That changed this right here. It's right on 110. 210. Right there, I just moved it to there. It's right on 210. I thought it was going to be one, at least one over or under, but it's right on it. Not bad at all. We're leaving Memphis on the 180. Start here to 150, 180. That's where we'll leave Memphis on it right there. Now, back in here. Fuel looking good. We can stay in there for 3 hours and 13 minutes as we go. Oh, actually, that was 313 miles and 2 hours and 56 minutes. Is how long we can fly without having to land, get fuel. We got 21 gallons left in the tank. We're burning 7 gallons an hour the way we're setting. We've done burn 2, it says. So that fuel analyzer is good for it. Tell you everything you need to know about your fuel. Probably got other fuel tanks on here, but I don't remember. Yeah, there's 2 fuel gauges I think. No, then it's temperature. I'll probably take the fuel gauges out because we use that, we don't need them. They're more than likely still in the 3D though. I'll do less to it. Or the other fuel gauges. They're still in this. I took them out of the 2D on Kylie, but that's where I put the fuel analyzer. This thing. I hear my phone ringing. Be right back. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. I hear you, I hear you. Well, who was he at? Right, right, uh-huh. Right, I got you, yeah. Oh, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Yeah, right. Right, I got you. I'm back. Well, let me step back and give me a cup of coffee right quick. Right back. Back again. A personal call about property of mine. Everything's alright on my part. And we're going to try to get this thing, like I said, on down Louisiana. We're 19 miles out of Memphis. We should be getting inside of it. That thing didn't do what we wish it would. You hit them buttons, they go bling. Same sound it makes on the out of memory area too. See that? Makes you wonder every time you hear it. Let's go. Alright, we're coming up on this is city of Memphis area, all this different color here. And the airport's right in front of us. We're still on pretty well on the green. See, it's a little bit to the right. The airport's showing a little to the right also, so that's right. What I'm going to do, well, no, I'm not going to do any of this. Start to set up an automatic turn, but I'll be so close, so I don't want it to lock on at that, so let's let it go like it's going. I'll try to keep my eye on it and manually turn it at the right time. Get this right here and we see how far we are. We're 18 miles off the VOR in Memphis. And we might as well get inside the cockpit here and set up 11260 is Jackson, Mississippi. We'll turn it on as soon as we get past Memphis, start looking for it. I don't think it'll be on at this point yet, but it won't be too long. No, it's not on. Okay. Now, back into 3D for a minute. Let's take a look around the inside of the airplane, see what they got drawn in here. Well, I've got some warnings or something about the back, but nothing. Ain't got much of a seat, is it? I just got a cargo. Oh, got a fire extinguisher or an oxygen bottle, but it looks like green, probably oxygen. Anyway, fire extinguisher should be red. Now, go back into. Looks like I turned that a little too far. It looks better right there. And we're gonna go back outside again. So we're in fall colors as of September the 1st. The colors has got all the brightness to it. Because then it's bright up here. We get down low, it's a lot brighter. Plus we're at early dawn. That's the early morning sunrise. Left out at just about dawn when I backed out. Alright, we got an airport right here. Looks like maybe a structure instead of an airport. I think that's a silo. But there's a little airport over here. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to stop at this point. Let's see what time we got here. 12:11 here at my house. Of course, dawn in the game. We have flight is at dawn. About 1:32, I got to be moving around. Should be a good move around now. Nothing, I can't wait. I gotta go pay a couple of water bills, mine and one little business my son's running. Get them paid out of the way, because he's done paid me already. And get to town, take care of a banking. May go to Walmart, pick up a couple things. Get back here, and I got yard work to do too. Today or tomorrow. Grass is still out of hand. I hadn't cut it yet. I keep talking about it. I cut my son's yard, but not mine. Still got some more brush to pick up. I was doing that, and I didn't get through. I stopped. A little hot and tired. Now we're over. Look like we're over south east Memphis. Over in that area, wing right over there should be Bartlett, that area. Raleigh. Bartlett's on there, Raleigh's over there. This here could be, as far as I am over, that could be Austin B Highway right there, coming into Memphis. That's right there, the interstate right there. It looks like Austin P and 51 right there. And they're not 51, but 40. Like 40 the way it's split up right there going across this area. I don't see the double here. The double would go around that way right there. It's through town here. This is around town, so it should be one over here going through town. Way over there should be one going to the other side of the airport through there. This here should go and loop right around. Got the old bridge and new bridge. Of course, the pyramid, you can't see them here very well, but it's out there. This should see it loop back around right here, loop right back around in front of the airport. That's I-40. We got a road going out on an angle along in here somewhere. You should have one there, it's right there. That'd be Poplar or Germantown Road. Should be it right there. Angle out of town. Somewhere about this sharp bend. If it is, it'll run straight on downtown all the way through town. Maybe a little crooked, but it goes through there. Poplar comes all the way across town and then out and turns to Germantown, goes that Germantown. Right there. Goes right across this side of the airport. Go over here and it'll split into, it'll loop back uptown on 55 and 55 out of town going to Mississippi. Down to, goes right into Jackson, Mississippi. Could follow that instead of what I'm doing, but this is the way I've always done it, so it's what I'm doing. Just see if we can see what we're talking about again. The green arrow that's still pointing at Memphis right here, slightly to my right, and that's slightly to my right. The VOR will be sitting somewhere right along there on the airport, give or take a little. The terminal is here, Towers terminal, and about halfway between terminal and end, between the two, between center and left. Between 136 center and left, where it's located. We'll get this behind us and let's start looking for, well, I guess we could start right now. So I lost my, let's go ahead and start looking for this. It's not on. I'm gonna put this right here so it'll tell me when it comes on. And we're going, the green arrow, we lost it. I guess we could start searching for the other one. We're not going to be using it anyway right away. Turn that back off, turn this one on here. We'll search on this one so we can use this one to watch what we have. Thought I just turned that Jackson on. It says Jackson's on already. That said Jackson was on right there. Let's see if it does it again. Let's see if it's on. It's on, Jack. So let's get this behind us. We'll turn south. Says right now it'll be alright too. But dead south. Might we'll go ahead and turn into it. Turn into that bar. Turn dead south right quick. Right there. They head into Jackson, Mississippi a while. 150 something miles out of Jackson, Mississippi. We can turn that noisemaker off. We don't need that no more once it comes on. And we'll pass it Memphis right now. When it gets right here, it's off my right wing. We're going right straight by the VOR. Almost totally southerly headed into Mississippi, going down to Jackson, Mississippi. Our destination is St. Joe, Louisiana, Lake Burn. Airport is Tennis Parish. L33 is the ICAO. I'll get on close. I have to verify my direction and rail out and distance, and that's it. Yeah, the rest of it will be a matter of finding it. We'll get down to about 1500. We'll fly into it. See if I can get this thing on the runway down there without crashing it. Well, we just lost AD. I might have covered it. We just got run away. Can't read it. The VOR2, when it goes off, it parks south. The ADL parks straight across, left and right, regardless of where you're pointing. It'll always park you right. And now two are parked straight up and down. But we're through with Memphis. Memphis is 3 miles off on right behind my right wing a little bit. So we're going to go back to here and put that on Jackson. It says it's straight in front of me, which is what I already knew. Now I'm going to get back on my book a minute so the noise of the engine sound will stop a little bit. I got to look up this information so I know what I'm looking at. I saw it a while ago, but I didn't actually read it. We'll be going out on a radial of 235 for 62.8 miles. 235 for 62.8. But since I'm not flying by this, I'm going to go ahead and turn it. Let me verify that now. 235 is what I'm looking over on my book. Radio 235 out of 1260, which that's what we're on, and it'll be 62.8 miles. So when we get there, we'll be 62.8 here, and we'll be on that line right there, line, and that should be able to put us over there for it. See if we can find that lake burn and get this thing down on 10-inch parish and call it a day. We're still burning 7 gallons an hour. We got 19 gallons left. We've got 281 miles of fuel, which is going to crowd us. I'm going to slow this thing down. 10, take longer, but it'll give us more range. That'll give us a few more miles. It won't give us what it's showing, but it'll give us a little more. It should, once the engines catch up, it'll go back closer to what they were. But if you gain 5 or 10 miles, that's 5 or 10 gains. I don't want to have to stop and get out of it. That's 310, 311. I'm still trying to get. It went up quite a little dab. It should go back the other way once the engines start having to catch up. When it's slowing down, they back off. It calculates it wrong. Once it takes over, it'll be. It still might be right though. It's according to how much it had to back off. It looking like it's going to stabilize about where it's at. Airspeed is not quite down to 90 yet. It's still slowing down. As long as it's slowing down, it'll tell you more than you got in fuel. As long as it's going down, the throttles are down. It'll come back up a little. That's 316. Of course, we burn one every now and then. We go a mile through. That should be taken off of that. Now, 62.8 miles is what I got to remember to find that place. And we're still recording. Everything looking good. Let's go back outside a few minutes and check the scenery. Oh, we got a little airplane offset roll. We need to have an alternate. There's one right there. I happen to have problems. We could try to set it down there if we had to. Several down through here, I think. Not necessarily straight in front of us, but there's another one right there in front of us right there. But that's one of the ways if you had trouble, you probably couldn't make it from where I'm at. Make it one behind me, maybe. You go further straight, you can backwards, but still may be out of range at that. The one behind me, I believe, close to where he hit it. When you turn around, you automatically lose speed, so you shorten the range you can actually go. Turn away from the wind, you'll gain more distance. Turn into the wind, you'll hold it better, but you have to come down faster to keep airspeed up. You have to get the optimal glide on it that you can get. Get it where the most speed you can hold with the least fall, and that's what you want. Change your distance. Way I handle it myself. Up on just before I touched down, if I was too slow to suit me, I'd last 1,000 or so feet, I'd try to gain a little speed and glide it back out. Give me some touchdown momentum. That is, if you have a good place to land, don't stall it as slow as you can get it. That way when she goes down, you got less momentum. So don't stall her till it falls, but stall her till she slows down as slow as you can get her. That would be my advice, is going into crash, going into land, you need the momentum. See, you got a good landing chance, you need enough speed to set it down without losing it. Well, let's see where we at. 139 miles out of Jackson, Mississippi. And if we hold close to the river, it'll get us closer to where we gotta go. I'm gonna go 5 degrees toward the river away from Jackson. Well, Corporal said putting some up in the lawsuit, but yeah, we can see what we're doing now. 185 is 5 degrees. I may want a few more, but right now I don't want to get too close to the river, but I want to be close enough to cut the distance down we have to cross over. The way we know is what we need is that's the angle we got to go in right there. That is 235. That's what I got on my book, but it hadn't been messed up. 235 out of Jackson. I was thinking it actually doubled back a little bit there. Don't show that. The time we get there, it may look doubling back. The river's still quite a ways off on my right. I'm gonna go another 5. I can always straighten them, fly south some more. Come over to 190. Get a little bit further away from Jackson. Across just below 20, Highway 20 across the Vicksburg. We'll be crossing the river about 20-something miles south of that. What we got here now? Do another little look around. A little river there of some kind. Should be some lakes out here. That's that lake right there. That's one of the lakes right there. There's 2 of them out here that I know of. There's one right there, one right there. I think that's also Butler right there. I think. I'm not real sure which one's which. Be right back. back. 131 miles out of Jackson, Mississippi. Another airport on my right. Emergency landing if I need it. Keep in mind it's over there. Only thing I might ought to remember is on my left, stuff on my right. Turn the wrong way wouldn't happen much at the time, would it? Another little lake downtown here in front of me where it's at. The little community that's in. Everything looks alright in here. Our zero fuel now it was under 200, under 300 or over 300 every distance. We did gain on our change of speed quite a little bit. That was the idea of it. But we're only 100 and something miles out of. That puts us roughly 200, give or take a little, from the airport. And if we're cutting across, we'll shorten that up a little bit instead of going all the way into Jackson and out. I'm going to cut across enough that I'll be to one side when I get there. I won't be straight into it. Distance to the airport will be closer. What we got now, that's all right there, and I also want to see it right there. It gives me full access to what I want to know. I do have 235 on my course button. And at this point, I can actually set this right here. And if I happen to take my mind off of it, it'll turn itself when I get there. Because I'll be far enough out of Jackson not to be no problem there. As long as I'm under 61 miles here, 62.8 actually. As long as I'm under that there, then I'll still be on this side of the other airport. If I was out in Louisiana, I'd have to reverse that, come in the other way, but still do the same thing. We're going down, look like 51, not 51, that'd be I-55 going down in Mississippi. Looks like it headed straight to that road will turn to the left there and go into Jackson, which is still 127 miles out in front of us. We don't want to cross over fast enough to get across the river before we get there. Actually, it'll be at least 10 miles off the river when I get there, which means I need to cross over to about 50 miles out of Jackson. It'll be a good place to take it at. And at about 100, I'm not 100, but about 1,200 feet off the ground, it'll be a good place to be at that point until we find it. Could get down to 800. The altitude of the airport, it's real low. I forget exactly what it is. Let me go look and see. Need to know basis. Altitude of the airport is 94 feet above sea level. So that's what I need to know too. We got 100 feet there, and you get 600, 700 feet high. You still got good clearance getting in there. We'll watch the river on our right. We don't want to cross it, and keep Jackson to our left. Right now we're 10 degrees. A little more at this point might not hurt, but I don't want to get too much. I'm going to go 5 more degrees to the west. I think it jumped on me. I believe I went too many. I don't remember what I was on. Don't seem to actually turn now. Yeah, I did too. I turned 5. Couldn't remember actually. It jumped right. I just thought it did and I went back to where I was. That's right. Put a green arrow showing me I'm running 5 degrees more than it was. system hopped down through this morning. Can't be a Tennessee hop. We hopped outside of Tennessee, but we had a little journey down to St. Joe, Louisiana, Lake Burn, Tennis Parish. Big lakes. They got an airport out there left again. Still too far away to be Jackson, so it's not yet. There's nothing in this area, any heights whatsoever, so nothing to worry about. You can fly this at 1,000 feet and not touch nothing. This is a TV antenna or not, or radio antenna. It's the only thing possible to get up there. There's no electronics on. Get that back up. I got it. It's behind there. You want to see it. 118 miles, 118. Alright, that's gonna probably be Jackson right there. Won't make it this far. Even though it could be this one here. That ain't one to the left. It's gonna be probably this one. So let's see if we can get a better view at it this way. See, then right there is GW. It's got to be the other one. Yeah, you're on this now here. We're headed one of over. We're going to actually get too close to the river, probably. The river comes in on us. As we come down, we'll be right along in there. Might be too close. We'll worry about when we get there. We can always swing out a little bit to make sure we're clear. Past that lake, it's still on my left. It's a big one there. I think I've been to both of them lakes, but I was a much younger man when I went to this one behind me, and the other one was a child. Well, I was about 16, probably 14, 16. Spent a little time in Alabama with my sister lived down there. We drove over to Lake Mississippi from down there. Well, I'll say down to upper Mississippi, upper Alabama, close to the line up there somewhere. I spent 2 weeks in Huntsville, Alabama with my daddy working once upon a time when I was about 10. school was out, and I went down there. He would go down and work a week, come back home. I went down for, I think, either stayed 2 weeks or went back the second time. I don't remember now. I don't know, I think about 2 weeks. I guess the first place I ever seen an automatic door. We went to show a few times that had an automatic door. Walk up to it and it opened. The first one I'd ever seen. I wanted to go back and show just what's the door open. Then I walked up to it and the man on the inside taking tickets put his foot on the pad. They won't open to do that. So he didn't open it for me. He knew me when he saw me coming. He said his foot on the pad so it wouldn't open. Old Country Bumpkin. That's me. Well, let's see if we make this run without having a fatal error or anything. Not expected to, but you never know. Does, I'll try to pick it back up in the same place and cut it and go close as I can to the same place. There's no way of knowing exactly where you're at. You've got a distance off the airport and an angle, and that's all you got. I'm 15 degrees west of Jackson at 112 miles out. 15 degrees west of north-south. It puts me 195, what it is, that's right. So 195 out of, I'm ahead to go 195. But we're north, dead north of Jackson, about 111 miles. Jackson, Mississippi. That line said dead on north and south at Morton's Airport. I'd take the video and come back and set the thing in the same spot. Please. I'll just hit that south and fly down so the distance gets right and turn. You got it. We'll put it 4,500 feet. Cruising in. 100 miles to Jackson, Mississippi. We'll be offsetting it by probably 30 miles at least, I hope. And that'll put us about that far out of St. Joe and make that turn. Anywhere from 30 to 40 miles out would be a good place. Up to 50. Over 50 be a little too much now. If we come around and arch it, we're probably on a pretty close runway heading, to be honest with you. The way we're going, we would cross West Runway when we get there. If I move over and arch it at a certain distance, if I didn't overshoot it, I'd be close to the runway heading. Wouldn't be a bad idea to try that. I had never tried that before on this airport. Well, I do know it runs on angle crossways. If you do that, you'll be coming in on crossways from where you are now. Instead of being in front of you, you'll be on your left wing when you come in. Could try that. Move out to 60, 2.8 miles and keep it as we come around. See where the airport ends up. and use the localizer bar to come in on to tell when you're getting close. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I may try that as I get there. Might save some time, actually. If I do, I need to cross the river here in a little bit. I think I'll go down the river and do what I'm gonna do. Change what I had planned. Change in midstream. That's not a real good idea, to be honest with you. Turn 210, see what that does to me. Still need to be moving south, but I want to get over the river. That way I'll just have a little swing to get over when I get there. I'll try that, see what happens. So that means we'll have to keep the signal all the way. We can't just get there. I'll stay at about at least 1,200 feet high, probably. Made that turn, headed hopefully toward the river. Check to see what GPS says about that. But I could be off that much. Oh, here. I believe that's probably St. Joe right there, the way it's designed. So I need to come over some more actually to get to the river quicker. I'm going to do that. See, this right here looks a whole lot like it. Only thing, the opening's on the wrong side there, I believe, of that one. And you can't see anymore at this point. It's still 100 miles through that though, from here. I'm still going to come across toward the river a little more. Radio stack's behind the GPS. And this is not the radio stack, but come across another. Make it 225, see what we got here. Make our way around the other side, toward the river, come down it. Nobody in but me. Nobody in TeamSpeak but me. And I'm in the recording room, so I just messed it up right there. Anything else around us? We're moving away from these trees now into more plains area. Less greenery. Less woods, more flat plains. Another little city under us there. I haven't got the means to know what it was. Where the interstate get off to? Interstate's off my wing, I believe. I done crossed it. I think I see what river coming up. Still a ways out, but I think I see it. And it might not be. Some water there, maybe a little lake. That's a little lake out there. You see it right there. That's another view of water right there that I could use, I believe. I don't know, might not want to go for that yet. That's Jackson right there. And we're gonna be along here, so it's gonna gonna be on down that way probably, I believe. It'll be 270. That's not right. We turn too much for that. 270 is out this way. So we're gonna be going on down into here. There's a VOR right there. The other one's I'm talking about using right there. Back into the 60 miles also from the airport, 60 something. So it's 60 from 62 from here to the airport, and 68 or something there, I think. So cross at it. If we use this one and come in this way, we'd be really close. Probably the museum. But that may not be on low altitude. It's got to be in this area to get it on, I think. This will be on for all time until you get too low. So you can use it. But head for the river. Go down the river when we get there. But the only thing, this is on down into here, so we actually need to come back up here to where we used to mine. Come back this way. Whoop, wrong one. Get back and see what I've done. Turned the wrong button. I think behind there. Now, 3.5 is what I said. That's right. Still like I moved it, I put it back. Come back about 5 more here. It looks like we over a little too much. Because the river swings out and you'll be catching it and have to come back in on it. Even this is not quite enough, but we'll live with it for now. Come on back, we get closer. 98 miles out. That's 62.8, we're going to try to arch it. Feet to come down 5,000 feet, 500 feet, 1,000, like 1,000 feet, come down 3,500, get that much behind us. What time to get to be? Going on 1 o'clock, I need to be out of the house. Be nice to get this done first though. We're still looking at 73 minutes. Still over an hour. And that's not counting the arch and all that time. Killing my day, killing my day. I still got a lot of time left in the day. Meant to be out for 10 o'clock. Here I am still sitting there. But I wanted to make this flight after I thought about it, and that's what we had to do. Get this thing down to St. Joe and land it. Check out Lake Bruin. A 3,000 acre horseshoe lake, from my understanding. And then the old game we used to play Trophy Bass 2. Lake Bruin was in it. I used to play it a lot years ago. Back in Windows 98. In fact, it was a Windows 95. You moved to 98, you had to do a special setup, then it wouldn't work. Had to go into compatibility and give it more stack space. Then it worked. and not let it check your machine for qualifications. If it checked your machine for qualifications, it turn it down. It didn't understand the technology at that time. But you could set up more stack space, then when it comes to the test, skip it, and it would come on. It worked right. Trophy best 2. I wonder if it run this machine. It's a lot of the games that didn't run back then, or I ran back then, I'm running now, so I don't know, might. I can run Hover in here, and Hover is Windows 95. Little pop-up game, don't have to be installed, runs from itself. I only did one, it's on the website, I've only got one video on it, because I have to play it and practice it before I can do videos on it. I have to know the map better so I can accomplish what it is. Like a newbie playing it, I have no idea what's going on, buttons don't know what to do. But I did want a little level in it, check it out. Put it on the screen as a little test run. I may get into it sometime later. Right now I've got Far Cry and Half-Life 2 and this here and the truck, and that's enough for now. I need to get back on the truck another time, but I don't run it to where it's into a point that it's not a challenge anymore. Once you get past making owner operator and boss, the rest of it's no challenge. 92 miles out, skirting around the side of Jackson, Mississippi. It's about 45 degrees off my right front wing, left front wing, front of my wing, what I'm trying to say. Off my left. More or less right about across the window post. Coming up on another little city. Still a ways away from the river though. So here's training that VOR on what that is. A little VOR right there. KHLH, looks like. That looks open on the wrong side before we're going. Plus, too close also. Jackson's here and we'll be going out. Old dot right there, whatever that is. Take out later. Most of these little towns has got a little airport around them. Little lake was looking at a while ago. So far out in front now, it's got close. Most of these got a little airport around them. Let's see if I can find one. Maybe a little grass strip sitting right there. I don't see an obvious spot there. It looks a little bit like one, but I don't really don't have enough information to show one. I don't believe it's it. There's one right there. That's outside of town there. Closest one. 3,500. 88 miles. Come down another 500 right quick. About another 5 here in a few minutes. Could go in the mailbox right quick too. Well, this thing is buzzing. I'm back in my mumbling about something that didn't count. Anyway, I'm back in. My yard must be bigger all the time. Seems like twice what the mailbox used to be. Something making it further. It tired me out a little bit. There's another airport right in front of us. Okay. There's one back. Well, we had one off our wing. Guess we done flew beyond that one. Sure we ain't turned one to me. Attention. No, we're still alright. Jackson's still where it was. We're 79 miles out from Jackson. Gotta get to 62.8 and arch it, try to get in like I've got planned. I don't know how well I'll be able to do that this time. I have done pretty good. Idea is to not let yourself get too close while you're not on line. The line being an exact arch. Circle around the airport. Circle around the VOR. At 62.8 should put you right on it. And I hopefully somewhere close to a runway heading, so we won't have so much trouble getting on it. Alright, I'm going to go down another 500 feet now. We're still alright here, part of foul. Actually, part of foul, we might lose it, but then we'll go back up. You get too low, and it will go off, and the further away you are, the quicker that is. Nobody in the server but me. Check TeamSpeak. Nobody in TeamSpeak but me. Sort of quiet. Everybody got business to tend to. Well, I say nobody. There's red tails in flying a long haul, probably trying to. And Cap's in the weight room. He was in. He went back out. Oh, we got somebody joining now. Mr. Chipman joined. Chapman. There's so many people like that. That name is local around here too. There's a road called Chapman. I worked for a bit of Chipman, but Chapman's two different people. Nice little block of land right there laid out. I like it. Got some texture to it, different. Most of this is like cookie cutter. That was an odd one there. You may see it 15 times when you're in the airport though. Still ain't over the river yet. Really don't have the river in sight yet. 77 miles out of Jackson, Mississippi. We're not closing on Jackson very fast now, but we'll get over the river. We'll just go down the river if we have to. We can't circle that airport at 68 on this side, I don't think. Should be able to. Well, circle the VR, not the airport. Should be able to. I wonder if we can get that range right without being over the airport. Should be able to get the circle right, yeah. Going this way should cross it and come back to it if you stayed on it. We're going to get closer to that. We're going to get closer to that BR. Like around right there. Come right around. We got to get closer to the VR. Don't want to go fly by it too far of a distance. We got to get within that 62.8 miles before we can arch it. But the other side of the river, but we may just arch across the river if we get there. We're still like 12 miles being far enough this way. Give or take just a little. Hold this a little longer. We'll come down to about 2,000, and then we'll come on down to 1,500. See if we can hold the signal. Shoulders of my day. Gonna be after 2 when we sit this thing down. God, supposed to bring some more of it today. He hadn't showed up. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. If he came today, we didn't hear him. Ain't nobody in the living room. I can't hear back here. But he probably would call me if he couldn't, so I answered that one call, but a different one wasn't that one. Coming up on 10 miles off of the arch distance. Right, 10 miles right now, but with this angle it'll be 30 miles before you get there. 10 miles, you got to close, and you're only closing on a third of the speed you're moving. So it'll take twice, 3 times as far just to get it there. There's no ILS, no electronics on the airport. It's all got to be done visually once you get there. It's got to look a nice, pretty fair weather day. That's what I said. It's not real world weather fair. It's just fair, period. That way I wouldn't have the clouds to contend with trying to find that airport. Fair weather's here lately. Every time you said real world weather's raining over here, even though it's not really. It's unstable weather pattern, and it automatically makes it rain every time. We are in an unstable weather pattern, but right now it's clear. It's just not at this moment doing something. We're getting closer. We'll turn to a point to put that arrow on that left wing and keep it there at try to 62.8 miles. See if we can circle that. if we can stay within the range of that, we can see the difference. We should be able to find an airport and be on somewhat angle, I hope. Comes another one. I ain't seen a pick up all at once. Whether school gets out somewhere or what. That's an aircraft they're coming in, so probably the same man. Just chose an aircraft or changed aircraft. Let's see if we can see anything on GPS now. Tell us anything. Can't really see it. With this angle, I can't tell where this is going to be. We're only heading at 203 right now. So it's going to be, that's it right there probably. Right in there. 203 and it'll be 235. That's 203 right there straight up. And 35 degrees. Here's somewhere over in here. Oh, gotta come in around me. See what he's gonna be getting into. There he is right there. What is he flying? Dash 8. That's what I've got him in, whether he is or not. Alright, we got another airport in front of us on the left. That's 68. Let's come down a little bit. 2,000 for now. 62.8. We got an arch set. Let's close this out of the way. 62.8. We got to put this right off our left wing, and quick enough not to lose the distance and direction. Putting out to 1,800 feet. That's going to be a pretty good way to run an arch, probably. But we get it over and keep it there, we should come out in the right place. We'll be turning to the west, flying around the backside of that arch. When this bar crosses, if we're on 62.8, we will be at the airport we're looking for. I'm hoping this arch put me on somewhat of a runway heading. That may be wrong, but I know that the runway runs crossways to the other heading, so this will bring me in crossways to that. It may be too much, but maybe it'll still be enough we can find it though. 66. I'm gonna turn about that much right there. So I'm gonna have to must turn later, and I'm gonna come down. I'm way down to 18. Hold that a little while. 66 coming down to 62.8 distance. 215. Looks like Mr. Chipman went out. That's the same person, or that's the same one they all gone. Alright. We're still this side of the river, so we got nothing to worry about there. We know we got to cross the river to get to it. .65. Close that again, get out of the way. 65 and just keep closing. As long as we're closing, we're good. As long as we're crossing the side of the river, we know we got time yet. Once you cross the river, you're gonna be getting pretty close. By me turning to the west, I'm getting to the Jackson VOR slower instead of faster. I get closer to where we're going, but slower, close on the airport slower. Maybe too slow, but we can always come back south. .65, 64.8, coming up 2 miles to the arch. That's 2 miles of distance to the VOR and not 2 miles in front of us. Quite a bit more than in front of us, just to the arch. Should be getting closer to the river now, I believe. .4. We're still closing. As long as that green arrow's in front of that wing, above the center left, we're closing. Even though we're moving away from Jackson, we're moving closer to it actually too. That's sort of an argument, but that's the way it is. We're getting closer, but we're moving in a position back. 2 more tenths, we're about a mile off the line. .1 mile, 1/10, we'd be having to follow that arch. Then we got to try to hold that arch. This is the first time I did this airport this way. I'm gonna say that right there's 20. This should be a bridge right there in a little city right there where we cross that. Could be wrong. Feels like I'm too far up. We did more or less did west of. About right. Almost did west of Jackson. 63.3. There's only a few more tenths out. We'll come around. We'll work in or out as needed. I'm gonna say it's Vicksburg right there. We're across the river. Right there, a little further out there more. But yet we're gonna be arching. Well, 60 over there, not over here. Is that right? He said he was 60-something miles away when I went to visit him. He wasn't there when I got there. He was in Vicksburg, which is not 60 miles across country, but 60 miles around the road. But when I passed him, before I got there, 62.8, I was supposed to be already turned. Coming around, coming around, coming around. I don't want no closer than that right there. Keep at 62.07 now. I need to go outside a little bit. Not enough to hurt nothing yet, but we're inside. We need to be outside just a little. Get that other tenth back if we can. Right there should get us back though. Now we should be moving away. hold this distance is to the anywhere from 62.7, 62.9. It's probably close enough to find what we're looking for. Or 62.8 again. I'm gonna move back over this way a little bit so I won't get no further away. Bring that arrow back center of the cross line. Put it along in there, should be pretty good. Oh, we lost it again. We went under it. Just that little bit, but not that much. But if we didn't get far enough over to hold it. It's a whole tenth of a mile there to play with. Hold a straight line, do the same thing. If you go around the back of the curve, it'll take away from you. Let's see if we know where we at. 2.7. Now the arrow is falling down again, and we're moving out again. Should be getting back over to 62.8 pretty soon. May go to 62.9 and then drop back. There's our heat back. The right distance off of the view are, but we're not around to here yet. We're gonna fly all the way around, come in, crossways that bar is what's gonna happen. Give or take a little. That bar will center up when we get there at this distance. Alright, we're coming back 5 more degrees this way again. Let's see what happens to our 8. If it goes to 9, we'll turn 5 more. At least. But I'm on 5 more right now. We still got the bar below center. We're back to 7. We hold our line, it'll go back. But it's 7.9 point whatever. It ain't showing the other, but it's just dropped under. Hold this long enough, it'll drop down another, it'll go back up 1 or 2. We'll go back up before we get there, I know. I knew how much I cut across the corner, but I don't know how much. So, corner of a circle, that's pretty good. If I can do that, I can do better than most people. Alright, we dropped under another one, but we're still far enough out that it's not hurting us. We're still on this side of the river. We're still moving in and should start back moving out here in a minute. As this arrow comes down, providing we got enough time, it'll move us back out where it was. They even dropping nothing yet. But before we have to come around to the left, I know it's going to get back out there. Cutting a little corner off that, little block off that round circle. Cutting across on a little bit right now. 2.5. Get too close to the river, we'll swing back to the west again to get back on the line. But I believe the time we get there, we're going to pull the set back around. Arrow will start to pass center now at the top. We should start closing here a little bit. Or moving out, we're closing now. There's another divided highway. I don't know which one the other was. We're still not there. It could be. It might not have been 20. This might be. Get up next to the river, you tell, because it's got a big bridge on it. 20's got a bridge across the river. Only one down this area that I know of. We're gonna drop another 10th. Keep one might swing away to get it. I think I need to swing away. Starting to crowd myself. But that may be it there in front of me. Looks like it very easily could be. Let me get back over to 62.8 like I'm supposed to be. That could easily be it right there. Looks like it. From 1200, see if we can hold our signal. Back over to 62.8. I believe that's going to be it. But we got to come into the bar though. You're not going to come into the bar at this angle. That can't be it. It's got to be on down the river some. There's several of these horseshoes in here like this. But that's on this side of the river. In fact, that's not it. See, the river's over yonder. That's definitely not it. But we can get back over some. Maybe we're getting over too fast now. As long as we hold our signal, we are alright. 2.8 again. Get back out this way again. We're closing too fast. 69. I was concerned that was it, but that's not it. My eyes lied to me. The river's over the other side of it. That's a Tennessee one there. Goods in Louisiana. Back over that way a little bit. Close in a little bit. Get some down yonder. Oh, knew better just put the angle at it. But now we get to 62.8 again. Only 2/10 off, we're not hurting. Right there, get it back. When we hit that bar, we'll be dead crossways, as I know that. When that comes into play, we'll be flying straight into it at this rate. There's no way around it. .9. Back out there, we'll go across the line here in a minute. Try to keep that arch going. 1/10 off. 1/10 of a mile too far away from the VOR. But going this way, it'll come back in on its own. Actually, we'll move away another 5 to move in right there. Yeah, I jumped to conclusions on the other lake. Straight and I turned. All I knew better without even looking. Go to 62.8, we're doing good. We're closing advance line 67. Like I said, we're getting closer. What I talked about closing. So when it's heading to it, go back out. Instead of turning, just hold the heading and go back on its own. May close a nudge or two, but it will go back out. Now we come upon the Mississippi River. Once you cross it, shouldn't be too far. We'll arch out and come into the crossways, but they won't be that far. 62.6, 2/10 too close. But we're still far about. I know this is going to come back on its own. If I'd have helped my heading a while ago, it still came back on its own. Keep your head on the swivel and where you are. Look around a little bit. We ain't looked around in a while. Big old lake there, about almost a horseshoe. 2-lane highway going across here. Don't see no bridge nowhere. should come in around Vicksburg, to be honest with you. Maybe some other highways I've been calling 21 and 20. At this rate, we should cross somewhere that area. Be my guess. Oh, wrong button. I don't want to do that. Wasn't my intentions. My intention was to look around the other side of the Blueberry Bridge. I don't see it nowhere up there yonder. Not that I can actually see. You really can't see it down this way yet. 2.4. So 410 is too close. But it looks as if it's going to go back out on its own. Just hold your own. Know where you at and what you got going. I have to watch this signal just high, we may lose it out here. We're not getting any further away, we may get behind something. There's a little tight community there. A little square community with all that farmland around it. There's some factory or something on the side of the river. Alright, 62.3. I know it'll stretch back out. I just keep wondering when. It's ready to start changing right now, going back out. The airport's non-mistakable for two reasons. First thing is this out of a horseshoe lake. It's the only one out here that is. The second one is the fact that VOR will only line when I get there. That's 62.8 miles out, put me over the airport. As it goes a line, I should be coming from the end of the airport. Which means I gotta come around some more, but I'm gonna keep flying this heading to try to get my distance back. 62.2. 6 tenths too close, a little over half mile too close. What was a half mile in cotton country? Just a short walk for most farmers. I ran for the net just to get out of work in my lifetime as a child. What kids really wanted to work, not too many I know of. Once you get drawing your own money, you might want to try to earn a little money. But when you're at home in a farmer country with sharecroppers, you don't make money yourself. It's all for the family to keep everybody alive. You might get a little something, but you won't get all of it by no means. So there's another place right yonder that looks a little suspicious. I'm not going to call it yet though. I'm still waiting for this right here to start moving out again. It hadn't moved out none yet. As long as that bar don't try to line, we alright. This is getting down below center again. Let's start moving out. Get back to 62.8 or 9. We're over in either Louisiana or Arkansas, one or two. Across the river. Depending on how low we are, which one we're in. See if we can figure that out. We're in Arkansas. There's a line right there. There's that lake right there, I believe. Way down there. Coming around the back side, it's a lot further, actually. It came in, arched the other side, probably been closer. Still ain't moved that one at 62.8 yet, but it's got to be moving now. We're almost ready to drop another one, what it was, now we're moving out. Takes a while to get back out to 62.3, and then after that it gets faster and faster, keep overhitting. At least go to 62.67 before we start turning. Or 62.3. Now it's going back that way. I knew it would, just a matter of time. We know we're well above Pittsburgh, so it's nothing to do with them other highways I was talking about. Another thing, it's all wrong. We're going to go pretty ways over into Arkansas and Louisiana before we come around. We've been quicker with the other way. But would have had to make a flyby probably in a circle to get on the airport. See what this does to us. 62.3 and still moving out now. I'm gonna move my heading to 2.5. I'm a 115 is what I meant. Why I say 1 is 2. I want to go right there. That may close me in again though, but it'll still be enough to get what I'm after. Cut across quite a bit here and still get what I'm after. Cutting across makes it a little tighter, a little closer. I could probably cut across the dead south back here, right there. Still be across that bar as long as this stays inside. Now that would probably be too much. The more I cut across, the tighter the circle gets. Back inside a little bit, 62.2. So I knew I was probably going to when I made a turn. I still got plenty of time to get it back to the back. Spending more time concentrating on my navigation now than I am looking around. See nothing out here. Back inside the circle again to 62.2. Come on, cut across the inside more. I believe I've got plenty of time. I'll always swing at the last minute, get back out. I'll go 200. That'll bring us here down quite a bit, but we should have time to get it back. And make our distance closer overall. Cut across the edge of that circle, a little bit of going out there. It's going to get inside of 60 this time. Probably. I believe I can go even 5 more. Probably. I believe I can go 1,000 and get away with it. But I don't want to get too round boxes with it. Don't want to have to say I missed it completely. .9, 1 mile inside the circle. I'll see an airport right there. It could be mine, but I don't know. There's more than one down there, but it's only one in that lake. About halfway, I think that might be it. But we've got to bring it around to right there. At that point, we should be 62 point. Go back to 62.8. We're coming back pretty fast now. 61.7. Should be coming back. Just starting to come back. No, they ain't still going out, I think. Or it's still going out, yep. Still moving in on the circle, actually. .6. That looking a whole lot like that circle of water around that airport there. Knew that it would fly too, but we're not 100% sure that's it. The breaker pattern now could cost us. 61.5. Should carry all across the airport. 62.8 should. Looking like that's inside of it. We're moving out now. .4. Still moving in. That looks as much like there than even funny. I'm not going to call it. Not just yet. Oh, way I miss it. My calculation be wrong. It ain't wrong. Still moving in. I should have time to move out before I get there. I'm certain I should be crossways out when I get there too. Go find around it instead of to it. We're over a mile and a half away from the circle. Cutting across the side of it though. inside the circle, not outside. About to get to be 2 miles. Come on, get back around here. Coming around the back of the airport. Still closing. Looks like the movie starts going away a little bit. Out there says we got to. Just got to start going back out. And no choice. Take a long way to make 2 miles of this. Going crossways like this. About 10 miles probably. This is a long way around, I'm gonna tell you. I could have done been there by now. Pretty sure. $61.0. This arrow here. No, starts to allow that. Yeah, we allow that right there. Right there. When we get there, that arrow will be right there. We still got to have 62.8. We don't have. But I believe we're moving away again now. There, now we can see the trees better. See the fall colors showing through. Still ain't done that distance yet. Time for it to start adding though. This right here is line, but this is what it's doing. That's how long it'd be if I held this angle to get there. Actually, you never get there. It's calculating time and distance and my speed toward it, and I'm not going toward it. And it's all the way back to Jackson. Now we're going away. Got a 61 back. 61-1. Where I was already at. I thought I was 60, but I did it. 61-1 where I was at. But definitely going out. Should change 2 anytime now. There wasn't an airport back on there. But I turned to it, I've been wrong. One point two. I'm not like, but I cut off some distance cutting across, but it wasn't a lot. Either way, we still had to come across his backside. It's 1.3. Now we're at 9/10. No, wrong. Something's just wrong. 617, 618 is 1 mile. Off the radius, not off the distance. Now it's a little faster. Out the backside of the circle. You put a 62.8 line from the VOR in Jackson, make a complete circle around it. One point of it somewhere across the airport we're going to. That's what I'm trying to do. Find that circle. I could have got there the other way and flew in. Probably done landed by now. Feel like I could have. We're still quite a ways out. 61.7, now 110 off of the radius. That's about a 1/10 of the distance. Probably 5 miles where we're going to get to that same point. All right, 1 mile. Nothing in sight anywhere. So the airport there. Fuel hanging. I ain't checked it in quite a while. I hate to run out of fuel on this thing. Got 160 miles left. Hour and 50 minutes. I'm not real sure about all this. Where we're flying, it's a lot further than it looks. Oh, as we come around, we'll be to that airport somewhere along the line. 62.1. We're coming around now. Get ready to arch that thing again. In fact, I'm going to come in about 5 right now. Make us close that slower. Well, I moved at 5 or 10. We just bounced about 5. Make us arch it slower, but we'll be closer when we do reach the line, too. Let's get this distance right. This is coming on down now. It's got to come down right there. Just below that 6. But that'll be as we go up on the airport. 62.2. Other than numbers on that scope, I have no idea where I'm at. All I got is those numbers. Still moving away slowly. Let it get out to 62.8, but 62.3. Looks like it's coming inside 5 more. Only thing I gotta quit doing that at a point that I lose. See, I just made right now. I just now made it where I start closing again. I don't want to close. We still should be alright. Still got time to make it before we get there. Every time I close the inside, I actually get closer to it though. As long as I can get back to my line before I get there. Right now I'm fixing to lose it. I just lost it. 62.3 with 62.2. I may lose another yet. Getting close enough now. We gotta watch our turning. I don't know now if we got enough time to get back out or not. I believe we do. It's gonna be close. Just 2.1. If not, we'll swing line to come around just before we get there. come down the river. I think it just swung out and did the same thing. A lot closer. I'm not sure if this is going to do what I planned anyway. I know it'll get me there, but I don't know what angle I'll be able to get there. See what runway heading is. Let's see about that right here right quick. I'm on my book again. No, it stopped. Let's see this press right there. Runway heading is, well, our heading will be 162 from here. The runway heading will be 162, which is right here. And I said crossway, that's going to be close enough. If we hit that crossway 162 right there, it'd be real good. That was my intended whole idea of coming around here. Typical timber country with high hills and flat land. Not much out here high. Oh, 62, way under. We can start moving out though. Every time I do that, I turn. I can't turn no more, not until I get out there. I done got to a point now, don't need to swing no more till I get right. Let's get too close to that. Could even be inside there now, but I don't believe I am. I am at the last minute. I'll swing. I'll be able to tell it when that bar gets active. That bar gets active, we turn straight out, come back in. Won't need that. That's going to mess us up now if it comes on. If we get that bar down, we done all that circle for nothing. This tells me where Jackson is. Don't tell me where the airport is. It's right here it does. Right now I'm inside the airport. Except I'm thinking the time I get to here that'll be back out there, but I might not. I might be wrong that much. It looks like me. I could be inside too much. I'm still not back across the river. Get inside there, but be over the river again. I'm quite a ways away from the river. Don't even see it. Coming back down now. Now, headed back out. 62.1. We got 8/10 to go, so we ain't that bad. Slow down 5. Under 60 miles of fuel left. Off my headset in my hand. go around this area now. Major highway going down through there. We're getting around the back side now. I think 62.2. It's still alright there. Still alright here about a little bit. That bar won't be long to start moving. If it moves much, I'm going to move back away, let it around it. I don't want to cross that before I get them numbers to do. The airport's on the wrong side of it. $623. I'm pretty sure it's inside of me yet. 1/2 mile off the line. That's it. Go back into our arch pattern at that. Four, 5. Two-tenths of a mile, we'll be able to see it airport with that close. I'll arch another 5 here in a minute. But not enough to get too close to that center again. Or 6. 2/10 off. Another 5 and keep them. This time I'll continue to move away. What's around us? Go over some wooded country. You wouldn't want to camp out there very much. I'll get get your tent with you down here. You don't spend no time out in the tall grass either walking around. You stay in the open where you can see. Don't alligator allowed to take see your britches out. Come around another 5, about now. I don't want to get too tight, but I'm right here now, and I'm still closing a little right here. We'll be all right. We're only off by 1/10. We're all right. This is getting close. It's getting close. We also should be getting in there pretty close now. 62.7. But go out a little. It won't matter if we go out 1. I don't want to go out no more than that. Sorry, I was getting right here close to 6 now, like I see it. That bar effect come down here with it. I see it something way out yonder. Let's see if we can ease around here to 62.8 now. about 10 degrees off the line. Now turn, get around there. Still at 62.7, but we're still moving away a little slowly. Away from WR and toward the airport. We get closer to the airport now. We're looking for it somewhere off to our left, yet in front of us slightly, I think, but how far I'm not sure, because we're doing an arch. I do keep seeing something right yonder that looks a little bit like an airport flashing. Not bad away from where I'm looking for either. 62.8. Coming around 5 degrees. We don't want to go more than 62.9. Right there, we may drop back down one at this rate. Still got a little arch to go yet. Another 10 or 15 degrees. It did drop back down, 62.7. But it'll go back up in a minute. Thought it might when I made that turn. About between 7 and 9 is a good place. 8's better, but we'd live with between 7 and 9. See, there's something way over here now moving around. Right there looks more promising than the other does. Still ain't back up to 62.8 yet. We worked on it. Now we're at 62.8 again. I'll hold her heading a little bit, we'll come around 5. lose that one again. I still got time to make it back one more time at least. But this right here says we're getting really close. Once it gets right there, it should be straight in actually. 62.8, we may lose one again. Thought I heard something. Nope, nobody there. Still on 62.8 in good shape. We'll come around another 5 in a few minutes. Which will put this 6 off to my left wing. Pretty near. It'll take about 10 to get it up there. We still looking for an airport out here in the middle of nowhere anyway. I do believe we fixed to find it. After a long flight around the world, I do know it'd been closer to go the other way though. Much closer. That bar is starting to move. So 62.8, give or take a little, and that bar comes to the center. We're supposed to be over the airport. So that's where we're headed now. Coming on another 5, we just lost that 8. I knew we would. Got turned too quick. Maybe we got time to get it back yet though. I don't know. This time I'm not sure about getting it back. In fact, I'm not going to trust it. I'm going back to there. Did I go back or not? Right there. Try to get that bar back right quick. At 62.8. We're fixed to come from the airport up here somewhere in front of us. Should be still to our left just a little, but not much. We'll lose this if I come down. If I lose it, I won't be able to. I believe it's going to be up here in front of us. So 62.7. We need 62.8. Looks like I see the lake and the airport in front of me. Let's go back to 60.8 here just a minute. That's like we're going. And I believe I see the airport and the lake in front of me. Slow it down to 80. I think it's 75, and I'm on some preparation. That's the lake in front of me. That's the airport right there. Pretty sure this time we got it. We're outside just a little. I see the airport a little bit of an angle, but not as bad as it would have been the other direction. I'll see them here though. The airport's inside. 62.8, and the bar is coming center. I'm headed for the middle airport. I don't want to hit middle airport. So let's turn them loose. Airplane's mine. That's the airport in front of me. No doubt in my mind about it.
$1,000.
We'll swing around this way just a little bit more. There's that 3,000 acre lake, and there's the airport right there in front of us. Not quite in line, but not bad. Well, the other way had been a lot worse. So just lost the signal, but we don't no longer need it. Get a little too low. Got lose sight.
500, 500, 500, 500, 500.
Put a little climb back on it. Losing sight of the airport. We don't want to do that. I've actually lost sight of it at this point, more or less. There's the lake. Still over that way it's got to be. I see the main building. Lost signal. Can't check it. Just want to know what I was reading. Not that it mattered anymore. I actually can't see the airport here, but I saw it a while ago. I see that building. I think I see it. I hate thinking I chose the wrong lake. Just late in the game. I still believe I saw the airport a while ago. A little further around, I thought it'd be to the airport roadway though. Whoop, I was way overshooting it. This was wrong. It ain't further around. I wasn't seeing it. I see it now. Or she was right there. I wasn't seeing it. That's what was wrong. Overshooting the airport. I finally picked up my views enough I could see it. Everybody else might have seen it, but I didn't. I do now. Coming up on Lake Bruin, Tennis Parish, St. Joe, Louisiana. I ain't got time to fly over the city to look at it. I would. I should have been out 2 hours ago. Gotta get out and do something. Our airspeed now is about 70, 675. Trying to get it in here. Trying to roll the trim down without getting too much.
500.
Roll the trim up, slow down, the nose will get heavy and go down anyway.
Approaching minimums.
Get over the top of these trees here.
Minimums.
Throttle back a little more. Reflection on the windshield
100.
getting away a little bit.
50, 40, 30, 20, 20, 10.
On the ground. Tennis Parish, L33. Let's turn this thing around, backtrack back to the airport, back to the main terminal. Around the airport now. Oh no, turn so fast I can't keep up where I'm at. Now we backtrack. Flaps up, make our way back to the airport, to the terminal. There's a fuel station up here, I think. I'm not going to fill it now, fill it but going around. I'm not planning on filling now, but I want to cross the station and put it zero. Not planning on doing it. It's on the other side, I think, out there a little further. Been here a time or two. I've been on this, within this little island, almost an island, ain't quite, in real life, a few times. Within a couple of day period I spent down there. Go over here and park this thing right along here. There's a place right there where they park them, that's what they do. Put it right there. We'll call that good right there. Put the power brake on. Inside the plane. We're gonna turn everything off here. And here. And here. Shut the mixture off. And the power brake set. That's all of it. I got a phone call. Nobody on the line. Or this town daughter. I'm gonna call this quits for now and it'll be a bye-bye. I've got to get out and go do some things and I'll run out of time on myself. Catch y'all later.